If you have a router and a couple brass bushings, then you can make inlays. And I'll show you really quickly how in this video you can make them. To make the inlays, I got a brass inlay kit from Amazon from PowerTech, and there'll be a link down in the description just in case you want to get this for yourself. Now the kit just has a 1/8 inch bit, a downcut bit, then it also comes with a bit that you can use to center your router with a centering cone, and then the brass bushing with a collar to make the inlays. So the brass bushings didn't actually fit in my router's base plate, so I had to buy a plunge router and it actually fit in that base plate. So if you're doing this, be mindful of which router base plate you have and check to make sure it fits before you do this. And if you have the DeWalt plunge router attachment, then the bushing should fit perfectly inside it, no problem. Now once you put your router inside of the plunge base, what you have to do is get out a centering cone and then the centering bit, and you have to center your router's base plate using these two things. Now you can start off by loosening out the screws on your base plate, and this will allow the centering cone to perfectly center your router, and then once everything gets all centered, you can push up the router to the base plate, then everything should be centered on the cone. And to attach the bushing, it's very simple. You just unscrew both parts, and then one part gets attached to the top of the router and the other one to the bottom, and then you screw in both together to make sure it's a tight fit. So we're going to start off with the wood that's going to receive the inlay, and this needs to have the collar on. And you can use any template that you want. I made this by cutting out it with my jigsaw, but now we're going to cut into the wood that's going to receive the inlay. So you want to secure your template down with double-sided tape. I'll have a link in the description for the exact tape I used for this one. Then once you have that on, you want to make sure you clamp down your workpiece just to make sure that nothing moves. So when you start this cut, you want to make sure that you're cutting to the depth of the wood that you're going to put in for the inlay. And this is actually just tracing out the template for it. So what we're going to do is just trace out the outside of this template. Then later we're going to switch to a larger router bit just to clean out the rest of the waste. You want to make sure that your router is pressed up firmly against the template, just to make sure that you're cutting right against the edge. And then once you have the outline completely traced, you can switch to the larger router bit and then clean out the rest of the waste in the middle, just making sure that you're not going past the line that you already cut out, and then you can move on to the next step. Now we can take the collar off, and I found it easier to lift the collar up a little bit and then getting something metal under it to pry it open. It won't damage it as long as you're being careful with it. It might take a little while to pry it off. Once you get that pried off, we can now cut out the insert piece. Now this is the piece you want to be very careful with. You have to actually cut out right at the edge of the line, so take your time with this one and cutting out the edges. Once I plunge my router in, I'm going to hold the router firmly with the base and then go around slowly around the corners. Now the corners actually make the router move really fast, so you might make a few mistakes, but the good thing about this one is you can always cut more pieces, but as long as you take your time with this, it should turn out well. Now once you're done, you should have both your pieces for your inlay, and now the inlay should fit snugly in. If not, you might have to sand it down a little bit. And I had a gap in the corner just because the router ran away from me, but good thing about this, I can always cut more inlay pieces for this, but for this example, I'm just going to fill it in with sawdust, and the inlay only took me about 15 minutes to cut total, and once I fill in with sawdust, you don't even notice the difference. But this is going to do it for this quick inlay video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.